Welcome to my channel, and this is your girl KatishaJMarie, and welcome to the Conundrum of a Millennial. This space is about positivity, spirituality, informational topics, rants, travel, and lifestyle. This is a space in which us as millennials can discuss just anything that is on our mind that we do have a conundrum about. So here we are. Now let's get started. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. So today I want to talk to you guys about my spiritual journey. Now, my spiritual journey was not easy, and it will never be easy for anyone else that is also going through this awakening. So my spiritual journey started 2 weeks before Christmas. Why? I don't know. So I was in my bed one night, actually. I was in my bed, and something came to me. It was like, is this it? Like, is this all that we've done, like, as people? Like, is this it? Is this the life where we just get up in the morning, go to work, do the same thing over and over and over again? Like, is this it? So when those questions came to me, I just said to myself, like, there has to be more to life. There has to be more than what I've been living through my 30 years on this planet. Now, going through this journey and having all these questions, it was just like daunting that it had to do with my past. Generational trauma does play a big factor in this, and that's part of the reason why something inside of me just said, bitch, it's time to wake up. So back to my generational trauma. When I was a kid, I was molested by a family friend. And instead of the matriarch that I told, the person that I told, who was the matriarch of the family, decided that the option was to just cover it up. Here, take $20. Don't tell your father. Don't do this. Don't do that. And it was just so daunting how, even in the process of my spiritual journey, that was brought up because it was a suppressed memory that I had. And during the whole journey of meditation and getting to know why I had all these questions, I've learned that I've been suppressing so much inside of me that it needed to be released. And I'm glad that it's been a release off of me, because to be honest with you, no one wants to walk around with a burden. No one wants to walk around with that feeling that they cannot understand what is going on with them, and they just feel in this dark space. And I felt, I don't want to say that I felt like I was in a dark space. I just felt like I was just heavy. So during the spiritual journey, I got to really get in tune with myself, got into buying crystals, got into just diving into everything, like just surrounding myself with things that I needed to know and things that I needed to read and things that I just started to be engaged in a lot of things. And it took me this long to realize that you just needed to just be still, and it's an amazing feeling. I can say that it's really an amazing feeling, and I'm glad that I was able to just release all of that tension. And now that I'm still in the process of, this is so cliche, but I'm gonna say it anyway, work in progress. And I feel like we're all a work in progress. Like, there's no one better than anyone. There's no one who can do something. I mean, yes, anyone can do something better than a person, but I'm just saying in general, like, no one is better than anyone. Everyone has their own gift, and we just all have to find ours. Mine, I'm still trying to work on that. I mean, I've had people tell me that, you know, you are a very intuitive person. Like, you could tell when certain things are just not up, and that is true. But I'm not gonna label myself. I'm just gonna say, listen, I'm just going through this journey right now, and I'm trying to figure things out. And when I do actually have everything down packed, to a T, then I can say, okay, this is who I am, you know? So it's been a wild ride. Like, it's taken me down so many hurdles, and I am grateful that the universe decided to pick me and decided to say, you know what, it is time for you to wake up. It's time for you to live just live. And I'm not saying that I didn't live. I lived a life, but it wasn't the life that I should have. And it's about learning from your mistakes and forgetting the past and welcoming the present as it is. But that's a conundrum of its own, on your own, in which you have to figure out it yourself. But I'm also here to assist and help you to find your inner peace, yourself, and anything else. So if I can help, there are some books that I do recommend that every one of you should read. It has helped me in a lot of ways to realize things that I didn't expect that was right there in front of me. But yeah, so the first book that I have that I recommend that all of you guys do read is The 4 Agreements by Miguel, Ruiz. Very good book. Very good book. I really wish I had the book to show you guys what it is, but I read all my books on ebooks. So I don't have the book, but it's definitely a good read. So again, it's The 4 Agreements by Miguel, Ruiz. That's book number 1 that you guys should read. Once you read that book, you're gonna be on the right track. The second book that I have for you guys to read is The Celestine Prophecy by James Redfield. Very mind-blowing book. So it is about a guy who went to Peru to find the prophecies. It's like 9 incitements in which it gives us as human beings the purpose of living. And I was just like so amazed that from one insight to the next insight on things that we do, one of them being that we try to take control over people. Like, we try to overpower people and we feed off of that power. And that is true. Sometimes we let people take our power by how they talk to us. We kind of belittle ourselves because we feel that, oh, we're afraid to speak up, or we're afraid to, do anything that might make the person angry. And there's ways on how we can cope with that. We don't have to really just let anyone take our power. We can just control it by just feeding them back positive energy, love, and light. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people feel like the need to argue with you. But guess what? You don't lose anything if you don't argue back. You just gain more insight that the person ain't shit. Period. And that's the second book, and I recommend that each and every one of you guys should definitely read. It's a really good read. It's a page turner. I can definitely say that. It's a really page turner. From the beginning to the end, you will learn all about yourself in the process. So, definitely pick up that book. Third book, You Are a Badass. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Living Your Awesome Life by Sincero. Fucking good. Like, sometimes you just have to read a book that's gonna tell you to wait, like really gonna put you on the edge, to tell you like, you've been telling yourself that you ain't shit for a long time, but I'm here to tell you that you're not. And if you can read that book with ease of knowing that you are better than shit, then my friend, you have done a great job. Because we've always put ourselves in this whole category that we have to be better than somebody, or we have to be the greatest in something. Yeah, I mean, you can live that life of just being, yeah, I'm the shit. But eventually you being the shit ain't shit. Because at the end of the day, you're trying to prove something to someone who doesn't really care about what you're trying to prove. If you're doing it for yourself, okay, that's cool. But if you're doing it for accolades, likes, comments, subscribes, and then that's a whole other ballgame. Like, you gotta do something that's more empowerment for yourself and which you can help somebody else. I'll tell you that right now. She told me so much shit about just being real. We've lived in a subconscious world where we've been taught since birth that we have to be this, we have to do this, we have to think like this, we have to go like this, we have to do this, we got to do this. We got to be inside before 6 o'clock. Why? Oh, because you know the light, you know, street lights goes on and every day, you know, it gets dark. But why? You know what I'm saying? Like, we've lived in this whole confinement for all our lives. We're all taught certain things, certain ways, that as we get older, we start to realize that our parents didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. And we're just here, just out here gallivanting, living our best lives the way we think we should. If you do not have time for books, and you do want to dive into getting to know more about spirituality, I got you. There's a podcast called Spiritual Shit by Alea. She gets down with the nitty-gritty of spirituality in this modern day. Yes, she do. I advise you guys to start from the beginning to now. But I know most of y'all are going to start from now to whatever. But it's a really good podcast in which she dives in and she has guests that comes onto her show in which she talks about spirituality and knowing what the 5D and the 3D is, how to in tune with your chakra, knowing why it's balanced. There's so much shit in spirituality, it's insane. But that is the process of the spirituality world. Like, you're learning. There's nothing you can't touch and not understand why it is what it is. That's the beauty of this whole journey, and I love it. And I hope that you guys will get in tune with yourselves. If I hadn't left anything with you today, and I've dived into my spirituality very vaguely, because like I said, I'm still going through the process, I'm still doing my transitions, I'm still going through the ins and outs on my own journey as well, cleansing myself, healing, you know, diving into what the fuck has been going on through my life and what I've been taught. Basically, I'm just retraining myself. So what I've been taught as a kid is not what it is now. Things are just changing by the minute, by the second. So it's always to take what you learned from your childhood, incorporate it to making it better in your adulthood. Because you don't want to be living in that same child mind state and going through life wondering what the fuck. So that's what I'm saying. It's just that the spiritual world has so many things that we can dive in. Again, we are spiritual beings living a human experience. Yes, we are. So if we can just get through the hump of knowing what we want in our lives, then the rest is history. That's basically it. So I am here to help you guys follow this conundrum. If I have inspired you, please leave a comment below, like, and share with your friend. Also, share your thoughts. Tell me if you guys are going through your own spiritual journey as well. I would like to hear about it. I would like to know more about your journey as well. And maybe we can collaborate and talk about more stuff in spirituality. I always like to end my video with positivity. So I'm going to give you a quote. One day you'll be proud you made it through this. Yes, yes, y'all, and don't stop. So, everyone, stay safe, stay blessed, and let God handle the rest. Peace.
Hey guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.